It appears that the country is headed back to the weekly demos following a move by Azimio La Umoja coalition to withdraw from bipartisan talks structured within parliament. The team led by Raila Odinga says it will only participate in extra parliamentary talks involving players from outside parliament with terms of reference that capture their 4 demands. The move follows a move by the National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah to table a notice of motion highlighting only the IEBC issue and the membership of the Joint Parliamentary Committee for the bipartisan talks. Senior political affairs reporter Jeff Kirui is here now with the details.
Weekly demonstrations led by opposition leader Raila Odinga could be back soon. The opposition has pulled the plug on the bipartisan talks, insisting that it will only participate in the dialogue if it's all-inclusive, involving members of parliament and non-MPs.
We have insisted on an extra-parliamentary process in view of the strictures of debate in parliament. We will therefore not participate in any such parliamentary process.
This was after the majority leader in the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wah, through a notice of motion submitted to the Speaker, Moses Wetangula, alluded to the talks being steered by a joint parliamentary committee with IEBC only as the mandate and basis for the talks.
The motion is disguised as a product of bipartisanship, when in fact the leadership of Azimio and Parliament were neither aware nor consulted in its drafting. C. The motion purports to name members of the minority party to the so-called select committee without any reference to the minority leadership, in violation of the standing orders of both houses.
At the floor of the National Assembly, Speaker Moses Wetangula had to intervene, directing the leadership of both sides to consult and agree on the terms of conditions before bringing a motion to the floor.
Myself and the leader of majority in the Senate did write to both of you, the Speaker in the Senate and the Speaker in the National Assembly, to notify you of our intent and our very keen interest to get this process moving.
That couldn't have been a motion about bipartisan engagement for the simple reason that my coalition was never consulted.
Avoid unhelpful brinkmanship and bring to the House something in furtherance of the wishes of the two leaders, the President and the former Prime Minister.
Azimio's side has insisted that all the 4 demands must be captured in the terms of reference for dialogue to proceed.
Dialogue must be about all the 4 issues, namely the cost of unga, fuel and electricity, forensic audit of the servers, bipartisan reconstitution of the IEBC, and respect for multi-party democracy. Kenya Kwanza cannot dictate to us what we cannot bring to the table.
The flexing of political muscles between the two sides seemingly threatening to derail the talks.
Any reasonable observer of the happenings in the last few weeks will agree with us that Kenya Kwanza has no intention whatsoever of holding any dialogue at all, let alone one that is honest, transparent, and bipartisan.
Kama kumuita Raila Odinga my brother, ndio itasaidia awache maandamano, awache fujo, mali ya watu isiharibike, biashara ya watu isiharibike. Mimi nitamuita my brother mara 10, hata nitaongeza my dear brother.
For now, Azimio is laying grounds to go back to the streets. The Azimio team has already resolved to begin the weekly protest immediately after Ramadan. Jeff Kirui, KTN News.
Let's see whether the two